Hi, everyone. Welcome to Stretch Break. My name is Amber Langford. Thank you for joining me today. For today's stretches, we will be on the ground for all of our stretches. So if you haven't already, I would roll out your yoga mat or move to a soft surface. Let's go ahead and move down to the ground. I want you to just have a seat anywhere on the ground, however is most comfortable for you. We're going to start first with some shoulder rolls. So I want you to take both shoulders and lift them up to your ears. Roll them back, away from your ears. Shoulder blades squeeze, chest opens. And then pull them through so we're rounding that upper back. And then bringing those shoulders right back up towards your ears again. We're going to do 3 circles going backwards. And then we're going to do 3 circles going forwards. Really exaggerating each motion here. Once your shoulders are back up to the top, I want you to roll them forward, down, squeezing those shoulder blades, opening your chest, and back up to your ears. Taking deep breaths while we do this. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Our last circle here. And relax those shoulders. Our next stretch we're going to transition into is child's pose. For child's pose, we're going to start with our glutes right on our heels. And we're going to open up our legs. So we're making a V shape with our legs, feet together, knees are apart. And we're going to walk our hands out as far as we can. I want you to make sure that your glutes are always on, your heels still. You're only walking those hands out as far as you can. And you can feel free in this position to just let your head hang down, resting that forehead on the mat, on the ground. We're going to take some deep breaths here. Inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our mouth. As we're inhaling, we should feel our belly pressing into our thighs. And as we exhale, your belly should pull away from your thighs. One last deep breath here. Then we're going to transition into some thread with needle. For this exercise, you're going to take your right arm first, and you're going to stick it underneath and thread it under your left arm, dropping that shoulder down to the ground. Both arms are staying nice and straight. We are rotating a little bit through our spine, trying to reach our right arm as far under as possible. Looking up towards the ceiling if we can. Taking deep breaths. And return back to center. Bringing that right arm out in front of you again. We're going to switch sides, taking that left arm, threading it right underneath our right arm, twisting up towards the right, seeing if we can look up towards the ceiling, trying to reach both arms out as far as possible. Most of the time with stretching, the goal is to lengthen and elongate. One more deep breath here. And return back to center. From here, I want you to walk your hands up. They're going to be a few inches away from your thighs. And we're going to take that right hand and we're just going to slide it out directly to the side. Your left elbow bends, lowering that chest to the ground. Your glutes might lift up off the ground here, or not off the ground, off of your heels. We're trying to press our right arm into the mat. We're going to brace our left hand on the mat, and we're going to twist and look up towards the left here. Main goal is to really open up that right side of your chest, keeping your right arm flat on the ground if you can. One more deep breath here. And bring both arms in. Same thing on that left side. So we're sending that left arm out horizontal, lowering that chest down to the ground. Right hand is braced, and we're going to twist and look up towards the right. Opening up that left shoulder this time. One more deep breath. And walk both hands in. We're going to transition and we're going to lay on our stomach here. So I want you to lay flat on your stomach, feet together. Hands are going to start right underneath your shoulders. And you're just going to exhale, pressing up. I want your hips to stay nice and flat on the ground. You're trying to straighten your arms as much as you can, lifting that chin, thinking about lengthening through that spine. If this is a little bit too much for you, you can rest right on your elbows, on your forearms here, pulling those shoulders away from your ears, lifting your chin. You should feel a nice stretch in your abdominals here. One more deep breath. And relax out of that, lowering your chest back down towards the mat. I want you to take your left arm, bringing it right in front. You can rest your forehead on your forearm here. And we're going to take our right arm and we're going to reach it back. We're going to bend our right leg, trying to grab that ankle and pulling our right heel to our glutes here. Keeping our hips nice and flat. If you are unable to reach and grab your ankle, you can feel free to just try to actively pull that heel yourself, or if you have some sort of strap, whether that's even a dog leash or some sort of band, you can hook it around and pull forward using a strap. Still taking those nice deep breaths here, opening up our hips, opening up our quads. Last inhale and exhale, relaxing out of that, letting that right leg drop back to the ground. We're going to switch sides and we're going to bend our left leg up, taking our hand, grabbing the ankle, and actively pulling our left heel to our glutes. Same thing, you can rest your forehead right on your forearm or on the ground. You can also use some sort of stretching strap, leash, or a resistance band, hooking that onto your ankle and using that to pull your heel as close to your glutes as possible. One more deep breath. Releasing our left leg, letting it fall down. We're going to slowly come on up and we're going to return to a seated position. In our seated position, I want both legs to start out straight in front of you. We're going to sit up nice and tall. And we're going to take our right leg. We're going to bend and cross it right over that left side, trying to bring it up as close to our chest as possible. Maybe you're only crossing it near the ankle, but we're trying to get as close as possible. And you're going to take your left hand, grab onto the outside of your thigh, right arm reaches back. We're just adding a little bit of a twist, looking over that right shoulder. Inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our mouth. One more deep breath here. Return back to center. Uncross your leg, straightening that right leg out. We're going to switch sides, and we're going to bend and cross that left leg over our right. Right hand grabs that outer thigh, outer knee area. Left hand reaches back, rotating through our spine, trying to look over your left shoulder here. Deep breath. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. And return back to center. Uncross your legs. We're going to do a little bit of hip openers. So for this next one, we're going to put our legs into a seated 90-90 position. So how I like to get into this is we're going to start first with our feet together, legs bent, knees together. We're going to start by dropping that left knee down towards the ground, opening up our hip on that side. And we're going to, your hands can be braced off the side, but our right knee is also going to drop down. And then we're going to pull it back and open up our hip as far as possible. And then try to sit upright so both of our glutes are firmly on the ground. If you're looking at your legs, they should both be in a 90-degree angle. We're opening up those hips. From this position, you'll feel it more on that right side. One more deep breath. Pulling that right leg back into your left, lifting them both up back into the air. We're going to do the opposite side. So we're going to drop our right knee down to the ground, bracing one hand. We're going to drop our left knee down and then slide that left knee back and sit up nice and tall. Both of our legs should be in a 90-degree angle. We're trying to slide that left knee back as far as we can and then sit up tall. So both of our sits bones are firmly on the ground. One more deep breath, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Good. Go ahead and bring that left knee in and float both knees back up in the air. Last thing we're going to do is we're staying in this nice seated position. Feet and knees together. Our hands are going to reach behind us. We're going to pull our shoulders away from our ears. You might even feel a stretch just doing this, kind of opening up your chest. If you need more of a stretch, I want you to walk your fingers and slide your hands back away from your body. Always keeping that chest open and keeping your shoulders pulled away from your ears. We're getting a little bit of a chest stretch as well as stretching out through our forearms and biceps here. Playing with that range of motion, maybe you can go a little bit farther. One more deep breath. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Go ahead and walk, slide those hands back in. Sitting up nice and tall. Roll those shoulders out for me really quick. And feel free to come on up to a standing position. That is all of these stretches I have for you guys today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you feel a little bit more loose, a little bit less tension, and ready to get right back into your day. Have a great rest of your day. I hope to see you next time.